All right, welcome back. Today we're going to be solving systems of linear equations. I'm going to be showing you two different methods. The first method will be the elimination method. So when we start out with 3x plus 2y equals 8 and 5x minus 7y equals 3. When we're using the elimination method, we are wanting to use the equations. We'll line up the variables and the equal sign with the constants. As long as everything is all lined up, then we can multiply one or both of the equations so that the variables eliminate. And so what I want to do in step one is I want to make sure that the coefficients for one of the variables are the same. So in this case, I'm just going to use the y's. So I need to multiply one or both equations to get the coefficients the same. For one of the variables. Now as I do this, I want to try to make sure that one of them is positive and one negative. So I'm just going to write one with a plus and one with a minus. So if I go back to my original equations, this top equation, I'm going to multiply by 7. And the bottom equation, I'm going to multiply by a 2. The reason why I do that is because 7 times 2 would give me 14y, and 2 times negative 7 would give me negative 14y. And so 14y and negative 14y, they would eliminate each other. So as I multiply the top, I'll get 21x plus 14y is equal to 56. And on the bottom, I would get 10x minus 14y equals 6. Now, for the second step, I now have these two coefficients the same. I want to add the equations together. So if I added these things together, 21x plus 10x, that would give me 31x. The y's would cancel each other, and I would have 56 plus 6, which is 62. Now from there, it's pretty easy to just solve for the variable. At this point, there should only be one variable left. We just have an x, which means I could just divide by 31, and I would get that x equals 2. Now that I know what x is, I want to plug it back into the original equation. So this 2, I'm going to plug in for the x. Now it doesn't matter which equation you choose. I'm just going to pick the top one. So it's 3 times 2 plus 2y equals 8. And now I'm going to solve for the variable. So this would be 6 plus 2y equals 8. And I would want to subtract 6. That gives me 2y equals 2. So dividing, I get y equals 1. Now I want to write my solution as a coordinate pair, so I get 2, 1 is my solution.